I know that you have siblings who are in law enforcement. Your father was in law enforcement in Illinois. And I'm just curious how they feel about what role the police can play in this now as people are looking at the police and where money is going in the police departments.
They're reacting to it in some capacities. It's their job. You know, my father and my siblings became police officers because they love their communities. So I think you got police officers who look at law enforcement and DAs and the whole chain of command, not just the police officer hitting the beat, but that whole system. There's different points of view of how people want to enforce the law, how people feel like how to solve problems. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is, solving problems. And sometimes it's not people breaking the law. It's situations where people don't know how to, engage or communicate or de-escalate a situation. And unfortunately, what we're seeing is that you would want the police to set the example, right? And instead of what you're seeing police solving problems the same way a gangster would. So I think it's a situation very specifically for Chicago where you have to solve the gang problem, right? You have to speak to that. And you have to speak also to the way that these gangs have been splintered and broken up. And then also the things that finance them. One of the problems with Chicago is we have so many guns on the street. You got guns in the street because biker gangs, right? Biker gangs are the ones going to gun shows and doing massive straw purchases and coming back with a goddamn, Ryder truck full of weapons and selling them to the kids in the street. They're coming from Indiana. Like Illinois has some of the strongest gun laws in the country, right? And Chicago specifically, the gun laws are so strict there. It's kind of crazy. So it's not just something that is being self-generated. It's a system, right? And until you focus on the system, you can't have Indiana with some of the loosest gun control laws in the world and then not expect that a place right next door in Chicago, in Illinois, which has some of the strongest gun laws in the world, that there's not going to be people, taking advantage of that scarcity.